Imagine standing on a beach at night and watching a ship disappear beyond the horizon. Eventually, it becomes so distant that it vanishes from sight completely. Now imagine that ship continues sailing for nearly 50 years, crossing oceans nobody has ever explored, sending occasional messages back home from places no human has ever seen. That is the story of Voyager 1. Launched in September 1977, Voyager 1 was never intended to become humanity's greatest long-distance explorer. Its primary mission was to visit Jupiter and Saturn, collect scientific data, and then continue on its way into deep space. Engineers expected the mission to last only a few years. Instead, Voyager exceeded every expectation. Nearly half a century later, it remains operational, carrying humanity's curiosity farther into the cosmos than any other spacecraft in history. Today, Voyager 1 is more than 15 billion miles from Earth. Radio signals traveling at the speed of light require over 20 hours to reach the spacecraft and another 20 hours to return. Every command sent from mission control is an exercise in patience, and every response is a glimpse into a region of space no other human-made object has explored. The spacecraft travels through a realm known as interstellar space. This is the vast region between stars, far beyond the planets and outside the Sun's protective magnetic influence. For decades, scientists imagined this environment as mostly empty. Voyager revealed something very different. The space between stars is not truly empty at all. It contains magnetic fields, charged particles, plasma waves, and invisible structures stretching across enormous distances. It is a dynamic environment filled with phenomena that scientists are still trying to understand. In 2012, Voyager 1 officially crossed the heliopause, the boundary separating our solar system from interstellar space. The achievement was historic. For the first time, humanity had a direct observer operating beyond the Sun's magnetic bubble. Researchers expected valuable scientific discoveries. What they did not expect were the surprises that followed. As Voyager ventured deeper into interstellar space, its instruments began recording conditions unlike anything previously measured. Plasma densities fluctuated unexpectedly. Magnetic field structures appeared more complex than anticipated. Cosmic ray intensities changed in unusual ways. Each observation forced scientists to revise their understanding of the space beyond our solar system. But perhaps the most fascinating aspect of the mission is not the environment itself. It is the fact that Voyager continues functioning at all. The spacecraft was built using 1970s technology. Its computers possess only a tiny fraction of the processing power found in modern smartphones. Yet it continues to operate under conditions that would challenge even today's advanced electronics. Over time, engineers have faced numerous technical anomalies. In some cases, instruments produced strange readings. In others, communication systems behaved unexpectedly. Occasionally, spacecraft telemetry appeared inconsistent with mission predictions. Each anomaly triggered extensive investigations. Scientists examined software, hardware, radiation exposure, and environmental factors in search of explanations. Most mysteries eventually found solutions. But each one served as a reminder of how little experience humanity has with operating spacecraft at such extraordinary distances. As Voyager travels farther from Earth, it enters regions of space that have never been directly sampled before. Every measurement is new. Every signal carries information from a frontier that remains largely unexplored. This sense of uncertainty has fueled decades of fascination surrounding the mission. The farther Voyager goes, the more it encounters environments that challenge assumptions about interstellar space. Researchers have discovered that plasma waves travel differently than expected. Magnetic fields interact in surprising ways. Even the boundaries between regions of space appear more complex than theoretical models originally predicted. These discoveries may seem subtle, but they have profound implications. Understanding interstellar space helps scientists learn how stars influence their surroundings, how cosmic radiation moves through the galaxy, and how our solar system interacts with the broader Milky Way. Voyager is effectively mapping territory that future generations may someday explore more directly. Yet the spacecraft's journey is also a story about time. Every year, Voyager's power supply decreases slightly. The spacecraft relies on radioisotope generators that gradually lose energy as their fuel decays. To conserve power, mission engineers have been forced to shut down instruments one by one. Each shutdown marks the end of a scientific chapter. But remarkably, Voyager continues operating. It continues listening. It continues measuring. And it continues sending information back across billions of miles of empty space. Few machines in human history have demonstrated such endurance. The mission has become more than an engineering achievement. It has become a symbol of exploration itself. Attached to Voyager is one of the most famous artifacts ever sent into space, the Golden Record. Created by a team led by astronomer Carl Sagan, the record contains sounds, images, music, greetings, and cultural information representing life on Earth. Its purpose was simple. If another intelligent civilization ever encountered Voyager, the record would serve as a message from humanity. A greeting from a small world orbiting an ordinary star. The chances of that encounter are incredibly small. Yet the idea captures something fundamental about human nature. Voyager was not only built to study the universe. It was built to introduce ourselves to it. That message continues traveling through the galaxy today. Long after Voyager's instruments fall silent, the spacecraft itself will continue drifting among the stars. It may survive for millions of years. Perhaps even longer. Future civilizations, human or otherwise, could potentially encounter it long after Earth has changed beyond recognition. For now, however, Voyager remains active. It continues collecting scientific data from regions no spacecraft has ever visited. Every transmission represents another milestone. Another discovery. Another step into the unknown. The universe beyond our solar system remains filled with mysteries. How do interstellar magnetic fields evolve? What structures exist between the stars? How does our solar system interact with the larger galaxy? Voyager may not answer every question. But it is helping humanity ask better ones. As it travels deeper into darkness, farther than any explorer before it, Voyager reminds us that discovery does not end at the edge of a map. It begins there. Somewhere beyond the planets, beyond the heliosphere, and beyond the limits of familiar space, humanity's most distant messenger continues its silent journey. And with every faint signal that reaches Earth, it reminds us that the greatest frontier is still waiting to be explored.